Hello, good evening, and welcome back, everybody, to another amazing night of Fuel Esports action. Tonight is a doubleheader. Fuel Esports Rocket League going up against the Cleveland States Esports, and then later tonight, St. Clair College. I'm Dragon, here with my boy Elson. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I cannot wait to watch some high-level Rocket League gameplay. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing really good, actually. Really good, really excited to get into some more Rocket League action. They've been into an intense series so far across all of their leagues, so I'm excited to see some high action, some high octane action for sure. See how from last week to this week, have there been improvements? Are we going to see more solidified plays? Like, kind of what is going to be the flow, especially going to these standings here? We can see where we are. So currently, Fuel Esports is in third with 3-2. Right underneath them is St. Clair, and then underneath that is Cleveland State.
Yes.
We're going up against the 5th place first, then we're going up against the 4th place. We kind of reversed it.
Yeah, so really big matches tonight, we'll see, because if Fuel can win both of these matches, which I know they can, and we'll see if they do, they can move up to 2nd place, right? Or even be technically 1st place and just have one more loss, depending on how that 1st place team does. So
exactly. They can completely take out and get just underneath Conestoga to fight for that 1st place slot. But heading over to see the players for tonight's match. You know them, you love them. We got Vertex, we got Ches, and we got Reeker. Absolutely insane as a trio. Their chemistry on the field is absolutely amazing.
No, they're great. I can't wait to see what they pull out today. You know, they all know their roles. They play them super well, and they play as such a good team together. I can't wait to see what they bring this week, and I'm hoping that we can win both of our matches. I don't think they've won both of their matches yet this year. As I've been watching, at least they've always split up, so I want to see if they can go back to back, win both of them.
They definitely can, because I always say this: the stats on those standings don't matter, the numbers don't matter. You're only as good as your last game.
Yes, for sure.
In the last 2 weeks, last week after that triple header where it was Fuel Esports main team and the academy team, they won one, lost one.
Yep.
So they split it right down the middle.
Yep.
Could that happen again tonight? Yes. Do we not want that to happen? No.
No, right.
Do we want another 18 innings in a Blue Jays game? No.
No, we
Can
don't.
it happen? Yes.
It could. As long as both teams win, I'm going to be happy tonight. But before we get into that action, we find out what's going to happen, we are going to take a short break, so don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned. And here we are with Game 1, Fuel Esports versus Cleveland State University. Already off to a high start. Cleveland on the attack, Fuel on the defense. Ches on the wall with a really good aerial with a flip reset, striking it, pinching it to the middle, and already into the corner for Cleveland.
Yeah, this is going to be a great game. I'm very excited to see what both teams have in mind. I really want to see what Cleveland's play style is like, as each team brings something unique. And I think Fuel's uniqueness is how offensive-minded they are. So I want to see how Cleveland deals with that as we see them playing some nice offense in the corner here, trying to get something centered, but Ches already up there and clears it for Fuel.
Yeah, and you can see like Lobo was doing some mad dribbling there with some really decent ball control. But first blood demolition going on from Fuel exchanging on to Cleveland, taking one out. Lobo with an aerial pinch tries to get it with a little bit too much power. It goes to Orb. Vertex with no boost and a dream rushing right into the corner. Lobo extending all their boosts. Good aerial. Hitting it. Gets pinched into that side there. Ches with a redirect, and it does get redirected by Meh.
It's a nice 50 win there by Lobo. You're running out of boost. You can't really do much, but you just kind of flip your car around so you can hopefully win this 50 and win that 50 he does. Reeker with no boost, unfortunately here, just knowing that his team is going to be there to be able to provide on the defensive end, while he can just sit up there and grab some boost.
Yeah. Oh, and then Orb with a really strong aerial puts the first point on the board for the side of Cleveland.
No, it's just super unfortunate. We saw both cars there for Fuel just kind of bumped into each other, unfortunately. But, that's just unfortunate error, and it's also just the beginning of the stream. So let's see how Fuel adapts to that. Being down 1-0, not too big of a deal, especially when there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of this match.
Yeah, come on, 3:20, you still got a lot of time to play with. It's still a lot that can be changed, but that redirection, you just got to make sure you get on the attack, because right now, Cleveland's attack is insane. You can see Orb with a really good aerial and mid-air demo, bounces off the post, almost get pinched, redirected, a 50 win by Ches to the wall, strikes it off, getting it away from Lobo, goes underneath Orb to Reeker. Reeker takes the Mega to the middle with a bump, hits to Meh, but gets demolition. Meh becomes dead.
Yeah, and a really good play by Fuel there. All started off with a very clean half flip by Ches to then bring it all the way across the field. And let's see if Fuel can get anything in the offense. They've been playing a lot of defense. Reeker going for a double tap, but nicely done by Mad there on that backboard and just stopping it. I've said it before, but the only way to stop these double taps off the backboard is to make it so that they can't tap it at all. And then Cleveland is doing a great job. And honestly, Fuel hasn't had many chances to even score at all.
Whoa!
But a great passing play there by Cleveland. Lobo, nice shot there, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that pass. Orb just knowing my teammate's there and is going to drive it home, and a really good shot, too.
And it was so smooth, too. There was not a single disrupt in flow. It was just 1, 2, 3, and in.
Yeah, no, it was great. I was very impressed there with that. So far, I've been very impressed with Cleveland and how they've been playing. Let's see if Vertex can shift this up and see if they can put a goal on the board for them.
Oh, but that demolition is just not what you want by a good redirect from Ches. But Meh is out for blood right now.
Trying to get something there. Reeker just too slow there, but Ches trying to keep it alive on the offensive here, using all his boost in the corner. Hopefully looking to center it here for his teammate, but a good grab by Meh. Reeker just rotating back, just waiting, going up to grab this, and just off, unfortunately, but does put it in the hands of Ches. Ches, nice little fake there, I think. And gets one demo, though. Let's see if Reeker can capitalize on it off the ceiling. And not in time. A little bit of defense there from Cleveland, which is a great job.
Then a redirection off the crossbar, though. A bit of Reeker, Ches. Mad trying to get a demo into Reeker, but it's not enough. With a bounce. The momentum gets stopped right in the middle. Hits the Ches again with a redirect. Hits to Vertex. Ches and Reeker accidentally hit each other, but that happens. Especially when you're using ball cam, or with a redirection, and Ches with just another hit. A demo goes out by Meh. Meh goes to hit it, and it's just a battle for the ball in the corner right now.
It is, and again, this is what I'm talking about. Cleveland has just kept this ball in their end the whole time and just keeping that constant pressure on Fuel. See, again, another 50 win, and Reeker does have time. Nice little car control there with that. And another shot still coming out, and Cleveland just keeping the pressure on. A minute left. That time has flown by. A good demo by Orb, going for the double tap and gets it. This is what I'm talking about. If you leave that backboard open, they are going to hit these shots. They make these shots look routine, even though they are super hard. Going up, nice double tap from Meh. little bounce and into the net.
And 3-0 with 51 seconds remaining. This is the do or die moment for Fuel Esports right now. But Cleveland is just ruthless with these demos. They are really trying to get these active. But that was a strong play by Rieger, but the fake out was just not enough. A dribble by Orb passing to Lobo from the air with a bump, and then whoa! Oh my
God!
There.
A team pinch, but not enough. Seeing if they can get something done, and still, even after doing all that attacking, Matt can still get back and then now keep the pressure on, grabbing that boost, going over 2 Fuel defenders, trying to dribble. Oh, and Lobo comes in for the pinch, but cannot get anything to work there. I think he also was trying to look for maybe a demo as well, but nothing. And wow, just playing super aggressive, even though they're already up 3-0. I mean, there's 10 seconds left. It doesn't seem like Fuel is going to be able to make a comeback in this game, unfortunately.
No, but we at least have game 2.
100%. We have a lot of matches left.
Oh, and it's still up, ball still active. It just has to touch the floor, and it does. Game 1 going to Cleveland.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate for the side of Fuel, but Cleveland's super dominant performance, and I think that just shows how good of an opponent they're going to be, and I don't know if Fuel was ready for it.
I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be glazing our opponents tonight. This is how they're playing, but they're going to get glazed.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because this is a strong team. They just prove it.
Yep.
Which means they are going to make Fuel work for this.
Yes, no, I agree for sure.
And then, so overall, like, what do you think Fuel needs to do in order to, like, put a point on the bar? Do you think they just gotta be more aggressive?
I think they need to play a bit more, maybe play, see, I'm not sure, but I would say maybe play a bit more on the defense. They are a very offensive-oriented team, but we saw Rieger kind of going up and leaving their defensive end open, and then that gave Cleveland a chance to just keep that offense. If you can't start that offense to begin with, then I think we can, and then it'll be a lot better game. Just keep it a lot more defensive, and then wait for Cleveland to overcommit, and then capitalize on that mistake.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think they got to play a lot more on defense. But as we go into it, we got game 2 going right now.
And let's see if Fuel can put just 1 goal on the board. Just show them that we're here. We're ready to win. I cannot wait to see how Fuel reacts from this. It is going to be a tough fight, but Rieger is doing a good job at trying to keep the ball in their end. Ches here, the defensive specialist we've seen throughout the whole time, just doing a great job at just keeping that defense. 3 goals is a ton, but it's nothing they couldn't score from themselves as well. So they know that they could get into this game if they, they can put up 3 in a match as well. Just because Cleveland did it, they know they can as well.
Yeah, especially. And right now, you can see Fuel Esports going a lot stronger on the attack. They've been putting that ball right into the corner, but now you got Meh with an aerial, but it goes to Ches with a wall pinch. Really good redirection. Ches taking the mega boost off the wall. The momentum gets stopped, though, by the ball. A 50 by Rieger and Orb, but it does go to Orb. But the problem is Orb has no boost, so it's at his disadvantage, and a tap goes out to the wall. A whiff by both Orb and Meh. And oh my God!
A good save with no boost from anyone on Cleveland's team. As we can see, 20 boosts was the highest they had at that moment, and they still can't capitalize on a goal here, but it still is in their end. Now Orb does have a good amount of boost. Let's see if Fuel can score here, because if they don't score here, I'm a bit worried for this game. This is the time you need to score. All of the Fuel members have a ton of boost. They have good car control and ball control right now, but they're just not able to slot one home. Let's see if Rieger can. A nice fake there. Couldn't get it. Still alive in the air. Vertex, the only one on Fuel that has some boost here, trying to make something work. Fuel now all fueled up with boost, seeing if they can make something happen still. This has been a non-stop attack from Fuel.
Yeah, they have not let up, and they have been not able until you get that redirection pinch, and now it's back into Fuel's end zone, goes to Matt, but a double pinch by Rieger and Vertex stops Matt from getting it. Lobo, though, aerial reconnect. Goes to strike it. Matt getting the demo. It seems Matt is really becoming the enforcer of the side of Cleveland. Just the moment they attack, it's just let's get rid of people to defend. Aerial passing play with a strike. Goes to Matt. But Ches is there to just send it right back. Goes to Lobo. Gets redirected by Rieger. Stopped. To Matt again. Hits to Vertex, who blocks it right into that crossbar off the roof. Redirection again to Ches.
And 0 boost here. Oh, and then there's the boost there from Cleveland, just getting that up. There's been a lot of just crazy offense and crazy defense from both teams. I got to say, we were talking about Fuel staying on the offensive end, but Cleveland being able to keep on the defensive end and not let them score at all while having no boost. And a great save there and an even better shot by Cleveland.
What a save.
Just could not get it to go in. It's a great save. And now this is out front of their net. Oh, one for a little I don't even know what to call that, if I'm being honest. I think he kind of went for a musty flick. He went for a musty flick, but didn't actually flick it. He just, I guess, did a musty, if you will, and unfortunately couldn't get anything from it.
We got the musty, but we didn't get the flick. And we got a high opportunity, but it gets pinched and redirected all the way to Fuel's end with a strike to the backboard to Lobo, to Meh, and Meh puts it in with 1 minute and 44 seconds on the clock.
Now, Cleveland doesn't have this goal lead that they had at the beginning of last game, but they do still have this dominance, I feel. Like, if you just tuned in, you didn't see the score of last game, you didn't see any score of this game, you could tell that Cleveland is dominating this match. Even when they were on the defensive end, they were still playing super calm and super patient, and then Fuel just, kind of ran out of gas and couldn't keep it up. So let's see if Fuel can slot one home here, but it's looking like they're having a lot of problems just breaking through this iron wall of a defense that Cleveland has built.
That's exactly what Cleveland has, and it's just whatever is going on the side of Cleveland, it's working, and Fuel needs to find a way to basically mirror it or capitalize on it or counter it. But when you got plays like this, especially from Lobo and Meh, who are just redirecting and sending it with these legendary passing plays, goes to Meh again, but a redirection off the backboard. And honestly, sometimes using your own backboard, it's risky, but it works.
Yes, no, for sure. If you got to do anything to get it out, but here's a good chance from Fuel.
Oh, we have a chance.
Oh, and nice. Reeker showing why he is the striker of that team. Great job. Way to make this work. Like, he knows this is super awkward. He's just got to tap it. Nobody's in the front of the net. Just put it there and hope nobody can hit it out, and that is what he did.
Yeah, 27 kph too. Very slow ball to go in, but it went in at the point on the board, even though it was a very, it could have gone either way. Oh, Ches with an insane flip reset flick there. But gets blown up by Orb. Oh my God!
A nice save by Vertex and getting taken down in the air with that demolition, but that was crucial. And it looks like Fuel's got a nice shot there, but just blocked. Ches just not quick enough. Cleveland knew they had just enough time to save that one, but Fuel still on the offensive end right here. Another slow shot, and it goes in. Ches, it looks like Fuel's kind of mixing it up with these hard shots and then really simple light shots when they know that they are low on boost. Because, look, nobody on Cleveland has any boost. They have 12 is the highest they have.
Yeah, no.
And that's just one of the mini boosts.
You know what? Maybe that's the plan. Because sometimes you don't need power shots to get the goal. You just got to put it.
Yeah, and you got to place it. Like, half of it is just placement, And especially if you can just wear down your opponent like that and make it so they have no boost to be able to stop any shot whatsoever, then that's your best bet, right? Just do what works and try to keep that up. Reeker going to show off some dribbles here and just keep the ball in the air. I like a lot of the time at the end of games, you'll see a team will be up around the 30-second mark. They'll just go for the longest air dribble they can to keep it so the timer runs out, and the timer is running out. 1 second left. Can they put it down? And they do.
And you know what? Do you know what this means? We have a game.
Yes, we do. 1-1. First one to score to win 3 matches. I'm ecstatic to see. I'm glad that Fuel could get that one. It was looking a little bit bleak for them at the beginning there, I got to be honest. I was a bit worried myself. They couldn't find even just one goal, and then they not only found one, but they found 2.
Yeah, and in the final 30 seconds, too.
Yes.
30 seconds changed this from being a lead for Cleveland to now being what could potentially be a 1-1-1-1 slog.
Yes, no, for sure.
We have a game, folks. We got a game.
We do, and Ches coming out with the MVP there with 2 saves, 1 assist, and 1 goal. And I think the difference maker is, you guys can't see it at home, but we can see, Fuel had, 8 shots combined from the whole team on net there, whereas Cleveland only had 5, right? Just getting 3 more extra shots might not seem a lot, but over time, that's when those slow ones are going to get in. If you can just keep pressuring that team, keep pressuring it, make them make a mistake, then you're going to be able to score and capitalize and win.
Yeah, and exactly. Like, the shot counter per player can add up. So if one team has 17 shots on net, but only 3 goals, something's up.
Yes, no, for sure. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not too sure what Fuel did differently, honestly. It seemed like they played the same. I think the only thing I saw was just keeping the offensive attack going longer. I think they kind of sacrificed maybe better shots and instead of quality kind of went with quantity and tried to keep constant pressure even if the shots weren't good, just keep Cleveland on the back burners. But it looks like Cleveland is doing that exact thing and Lobo coming out with an early goal. But we saw this last game and we know how it ended. Can Fuel do it again and come back and score, or will Cleveland take a 2-1 lead in this series?
Well, they just proved they can because that was not really a smooth pass. It kind of just bounced off of everybody and just decided to go in.
Yeah, just Fuel, just couldn't get a man there, couldn't get a car to touch it, and Cleveland up to an early lead. Vertex, nice mechanics there. Ches trying to go for a little redirect off the wall, little shot, but just couldn't get anything going. I like also Vertex. I like the Darth Vader car. I know he usually rocks it, I believe, whenever he uses the Fennec. And I just want to point that out. I just think it's sick.
Oh my gosh, the
little bumping there. Oh, and Vertex still staying with the ball here as Met has no boost, but his teammate Lobo coming in. But Ches here to keep it in their end. This is what I'm talking about, keeping this constant pressure. Yes, we're not getting a shot right now. Yes, we're not doing anything crazy, but we're keeping this pressure on it and winding down their boost and taking it away. Two members of Cleveland had no boost there. They do get a recap and grab the boost, but still in their end, it's going to be tough to get it out here.
Yeah, Lobo getting ready to do the counter. Almost ends up in a 50, which could have potentially ended in a Rule 1, but not even the Rule 1 happened.
Yeah, and see, again, still Fuel, still on that attack, just so persistent and just keeping it in their end and making them have to make perfect plays after perfect plays. And let's see, Vertex just gets by Vertex there, and also Ches, but Reeker there as a last line of defense to put it home, and going for a Psycho there from Orb, but obviously not going to be strong enough to go in the net. Lobo right out front, but Vertex, good save there.
I'm almost like, this is nail biting.
Yes.
Reeker and Lobo just battling it out in the air over and over and over again. An exchange of paint from both members of Cleveland. There was a bit of a miscommunication there, and we got a pile up from both Cleveland cars. A miss and a strike and Orb.
Wow. Just right place, right time right there. That's just a good job by Cleveland, just pressuring that offensive end. And unfortunate by Fuel just missing that ball. Reeker, I think, just thought it wouldn't bounce that high and thought he could get an easier touch from it and just over the roof of his car. Honestly, if I'm Fuel, I'm frustrated with these goals that I let up, but at least they're not outplaying us right now. We're kind of we're losing ourselves, and Ches just hitting the ball in the air and just hoping that something can happen. And oh my God, still staying alive here. Good job by Fuel to not panic and still going. But wow, 2 demos. But they are going to spawn back with some nice boost and be in a good position to save this, and save they do.
And then let's see if the redirect it does. And we have a high lineup, but something is going. Scoop gets redirected by Reeker, but Reeker hits the roof. Redirected off the backboard again. Strike to Lobo to Orb, gets blasted off the backboard again.
This is
another
crazy
one
sequence right now. Yes, as DJ Khaled once said, another one.
And another strike off the post. And everyone's just kind of getting caught on the net. The ball is just rolling. And, I can't even keep up with this.
Yeah, it's pretty insane gameplay right now as Cleveland is just staying on the attack but Fuel is making these insane saves that I've never seen, but still Cleveland coming back, trying to get that ball in the middle and keeping it alive in Fuel's end. Little flip reset there. Oh, nice touch. Can he get it? Nobody goes up to grab it from Mass, so it's just going to die in the air as Orb keeps it alive in the offensive end for Cleveland. And Fuel just on the back burner right now, and they need 2 goals to at least just tie the game, and they can't even get it out of their own end. And also, I've watched a lot of the Cleveland team take a ton of the big boost at the back of Fuel spawn, so that's got to hurt them tremendously. You can't transition out of defense if you don't have any boost. That is crucial to doing it, and they're just not going to get any of it if Cleveland keeps this up. But a nice chance here from Fuel. Can they capitalize and turn it into a goal? But a big boom there going out by Cleveland. Ches just trying to stay in front of it here. Nice clear by Vertex, grabbing that mid boost. And Matt with a good car control. Reeker still up in the air, no boost. Gets a shot on net, but Lobo there to save it. Saves 2 of them there. Ches again, and Vertex coming in here. Just can't get anything to go. In the corner, still alive. A demo here from Ches, trying anything to see if they can get a goal on the board with 30 seconds left here as Lobo goes off of the ceiling and can't get it to go. Reeker trying to get something, pushes it up to Vertex. Vertex back to Reeker, a good pass and a great shot, but just off of the mark there. That was a tremendous passing play by Fuel.
That could have landed something. We hear go, but Orb hits it out in the air. It gets Reader.
Oh
my god!
What a touch! Let's watch this again.
Yes, please. So Orb hits it, turtling, and then goes to Lobo in the air, who just sends it in like it's nothing.
It's a beautiful tap. It just tapped the wheel of their car just to change trajectory slightly that it could go in and put a bit more power so no Fuel members could save it. 3-0 here, 10 seconds left. Cleveland still keeping up the pressure, but Fuel is not going to let them get another one. They lost the first match in this exact same fashion, 3-0. They won the second one. I'm curious to see how Fuel is going to bounce back in this fourth match, as the match will be over once this ball hits the floor.
Which it hasn't yet.
It has not yet.
They're just waiting. There we go. Game 3 goes to Cleveland. I want to see those shot counters.
Yeah,
because that was crazy.
I want to see the save counters as well.
Okay, yeah, like we'll see the save counters, we'll see the shot counters, but absolutely crazy plays.
Yeah, a lot of just offense from Cleveland and Fuel.
Right, so let's see. Insane. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 shots from Cleveland and 5 shots from Fuel. Fuel, though, with 6 saves, which is insane, by the way. 6 saves is amazing. Also, 4 of them coming from Ches. They're kind of guardian at the back there.
Oh,
also, the highest score because of all of those saves. But, yeah, just an absolute dog fight there. A little scrapyard fight, if you will.
And that's the thing. Like, Cleveland's been playing a tad bit on, like, they're fighting to win.
Yes.
So they're doing everything they can, even if they have to play dirty. The
yes.
demolitions,
there
the
was
bumps,
a ton of
the
them.
disrupting, the boost starving.
Yes.
Constantly stealing the mega boost from Fuel's end, just starving them of getting decent boost was crucial in their victories.
It definitely was. It definitely gets overlooked, those small details, but they go such a long way, especially in a first of 3, right? You know, and this is, I believe, this is
series point for Cleveland.
Yes, right? So this is a huge game. Fuel needs to win this and the next game if they'd like to win. Let's see if they can bring it home. But those small things, they add up. Maybe they don't even, we didn't notice it in game 1. We didn't see it in game 2. But then game 3, Fuel might have got a bit annoyed at that, right? It's just persistent, always being there and grabbing that boost.
And that's the thing. There was a redirection there, but no one was there to recover it on time. Ches with the aerial redirection just misses it off the front of his car, gets pinched by Reeker, gets demolitioned out by Meh, and it's back in Fuel's end. A miss from Ches to Vertex, where it just gets redirected, but Ches goes strike it again. It's a ground ball right now.
Oh, and couldn't get the wave dash there in time. Lobo still too slow. Ches keeping alive in the Cleveland end here. Vertex, no boost, but just trying to make something happen so his team can come up. And there we go. Nice pass. Ches, oh my goodness. Vertex,
off the crossbar.
Reeker with a good pass there to Ches, but Ches just couldn't slot it home. Too many defenders in the net in a demo? Wow.
Aerial demo while controlling the car and the ball.
Very surprised that Fuel got demoed there, as both players were going super fast. And a demo of Fuel's own there as Vertex demos one of the Cleveland players, Lobo, and a nice pass, but just stopped in time. Lobo read that very well.
What was reading into a lot of Fuel's plays? Whoa!
That was super close. I know Fuel is sigh of relief there for that one not going in, and Lobo just a little fake there. Ches still staying with the ball, and it's now up in the air. Lobo off of the ceiling. Nice flip there, but just can't get anything by.
At least it's tied still, 0-0. No one scored a goal yet. The ball does get launched, and Meth, like a missile, just comes out of the blue.
Yeah, just
flying. Stop it.
Yeah, great job there. I think, oh my God, just can't get there in time. I honestly thought he was going to save that, but just couldn't get there in time. Maybe not enough boost. Just, yeah. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Fuel. really good play by Cleveland, knowing that Fuel was playing a bit too on the offensive end and punished them with that little, you know, push there.
Yeah. But it's now 1-0, 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Mem misses the attack. It's bouncing, but it gets redirected. But a demolition comes out from Ches, striking it using all their boosts, just put in that corner. Gets pinched again by Reeker, still holding into the corner of Cleveland. Still in the corner, still in the air. Everyone is just juggling and battling for this ball. Goes striking to Meh. Back to Reeker. To Ches.
Ches looking to get a shot, but all three Cleveland members are there to block that shot, and right there, Vertex keeping it in their end, looking for a pass there. I like that. I saw it coming. Ches, and just couldn't get there, or he got there on time, but Cleveland saw right through it. Cleveland has done a lot of good passing plays, and they've also disrupted a lot of good passing plays, and I think that just shows, nice flick there, but just not enough, unfortunately. But I think that just shows Cleveland's done a lot of good passing plays, and so they are familiar with what Fuel is looking for when they're going for their own passing plays, so they're able to disrupt those, and Lobo with a wide open net there as the ball bounces in an awkward spot for Fuel.
Yeah, you can see here, it gets launched by Orb, hits off, and then just a little tire tap.
Yeah,
boom.
Just enough to just go in there. A second goal for Cleveland. Fuel now down 2-0 in a do or die match. Let's see if they can bring it back, and it is now 3-0. Orb with his second goal of the game. He's had 4 shots on net.
That was 9 seconds post kickoff.
Wow.
And just sends in. Nice roll and smash.
Yeah. I really like that goal explosion, but I'm starting to not like it because Orb keeps scoring for Cleveland, and it's getting frustrating to just see over and over again.
Yeah, see, like, we should get, like, the nuke explosion when we score. We just blind them.
Yes, no, exactly. We need that.
Oh, but a good redirection from Reeker with a double tap into the corner. Goes to Orb off the roof. Oh, Lobo going to take it. Has no boost in a dream. Strikes a Vertex and exchanges. Goes to Ches with an aerial. This is a chance. We have a chance. And it gets pinched.
Super unfortunate there for Fuel. Just you got an open net, but you couldn't get an actual shot off because of how the car and the ball were going. They did the best they could. Let's see if we can stay alive there. And wow, Lobo already up in the air for that, and a good pass. Cleveland is looking so dominant right now. Just the way they're passing from player to player, grabbing each boost that they can. Look at this, rotating back, knowing he can grab that mid boost. Grabs it and then joins back in on the play to stop Ches. This is what I'm talking about. They're playing so well. Their rotations are on point and their passing is on point. And Meh already up in the air to stop that. Lobo staying with it. And Fuel, a nice pass, but Vertex had no boost and rotated back to get it and just couldn't capitalize. But wow, Orb on that ceiling and just disrupting any sort of rhythm that Fuel's got going.
Orb kind of being a bit risky, almost hitting it right towards their end zone. The momentum on the ball completely slowed down. It's being pinched again on the opposite side now, but a strike from Reeker to Lobo, and it hits off Lobo at just the right angle to send it right back flying into Fuel's end.
Yeah, and Mad just looking to just kind of be an annoyance this match, knowing that mid boost is coming off the backboard, seeing if his teammate can come and finish off that shot, but nobody there. Now Vertex super low on boost. Same with Reeker. Ches the only one really with boost to be able to try to stop this. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ball's in the air. So it's got to hit the floor. And that is game series point going to Cleveland for our first of 2 matches tonight.
Unfortunate there. A 3-1 loss by Fuel. At least it's good to know that you won a game by them. And you won a game with them starting out by getting the first goal. Right.
That was a hard fought. Like, it was honestly a hard fought loss.
It was.
This was not a team to underestimate.
Yes, they were very.
They played
very good.
Amazing.
Yeah, they played super well. I didn't see many mistakes from them at all, except for that second game. But other than that, especially in that last game, flawless gameplay the whole time throughout. Amazing passes, amazing use of boost, and always just being a pest in the air or on the ground.
So my question for you is, how do you think this is going to fare when we go up against St. Clair in within the next 20 minutes or so?
Now, I did hear before that it seems like Cleveland is the better player despite being lower on the standings. So I'm hoping that Fuel can kind of take this as, just a slight setback. Maybe a few things need to change, but they started maybe finding their rhythm at the end and go into St. Clair with a fresh new mindset and hope that they can take out this team.
Okay. I agree with you for most of that for sure. I think with Cleveland, again, I don't really know how much I can say in regards to like how well they did or why they did so well. Just overall, it was just flawless strategy, flawless defense, insane attacks, the boost starving, all of it.
Yes,
I
it was
think
great.
I think what just Field needs to do is got to take this second, reset their mental, and just go into the match with St. Clair fresh, as if they just didn't just get swatted by
Yeah.
Cleveland.
And Fuel's done a really good job. We've seen them lose the first match and then come out and win the second match. I've watched them do it twice now.
Yeah.
And so I know it's possible. They know it's possible. So let's see if they can do it after this short break.
Stay tuned. So we lied to you. It's a best of 7, Fuel versus Cleveland. Fuel just won their next game. They're still in the hot seat. Fuel needs to win 2 more in order to win, but it's still Cleveland versus Fuel, and so far Fuel is playing a lot better somehow.
Yeah, it seems like. I wonder what we missed in that last game. I'm super frustrated we couldn't get it, but Vertex trying to get something started here early for Fuel. I'm excited. I'm happy we get to see them play against Cleveland for a little bit longer. Cleveland is a super strong team.
They're a strong team.
And I think that Fuel can beat them, and I think if Fuel is able to, pull this win out, it would be huge for their mental, right? And also going into that game against St. Clair, it would boost them a lot up, right? Just knowing that they got that win against a strong team like Cleveland.
Yeah, we can see here Rieger with a really good aerial. They've done something. Bump. Oh my God!
Wow, going for that nice aerial bump. Just wasn't able to slot it home there, but still really good by Fuel. Even that constant pressure on, as we talked about, and man, just missing that. Going for a nice shot, and Rieger, wow. And Splash, you hear it for the good guys this time. Great job. Rieger super patient. He knows he's not getting that ball. And just, oh my God.
You read into Mez play.
Yeah, that's a great little reset there with the ball to score off of it. Super nice. Sometimes it's those light shots like we were talking about that just work, Matt was thinking he's just going to try to push it home, and Rieger showed his skill off. And, I think mechanically, Rieger is our best player, and he's showing us that that is true today, doing these great plays and making them look so easy while making it so flawless.
Well, when we were doing the triple header, we had an opportunity to interview the manager of the Rocket League team, Leopard. He even was commenting that Rieger is just an absolute menace.
Yes, he's amazing. Even when we got to interview him, just talking to him, off the camera, he's amazing. And just the way he talks about the game and his mind for it is phenomenal. And I am very pleased that I get to watch him almost every single week play.
It's absolutely maddening. Now you can see Fuel. Something happened in the kitchens of Fuel Esports because they are cooking up something and it's working.
It is. You are 100% right. And I want to see what they're exactly cooking up. So far, we've just seen a great goal by Rieger. And other than that, it's just been a lot of pressure on the Fuel's end. I don't know how they're breaking this defense, but they're doing it somehow, and I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, that overshoot from Tor really just pinched that redirect to Chez. Vertex, though, gets the miss, unfortunately. Gets redirected by Rieger and Lobo, but strikes into the corner. A demolition goes out. This is an opening for Cleveland, but it's not enough as it gets pinched.
A nice clear there by Fuel, just getting it out, knowing they're probably going to have to deal with some more shots. But going to recoup, get that boost first, and then be ready for anything that Cleveland throws at them. And not the touch, I don't think Orb wanted there. A little bit too hard, but still staying with it nonetheless. The ball up to Vertex in the mid, but a nice demo here. Lobo going to have a nice air dribble, but just can't get to it in time, getting cut off there. But still, Orb keeping it in Fuels, and Matt again just up in the air. And here's going to be another good shot. Going to go, I'm assuming, I think he went to try to pass it back to Orb. He knew that he was going to get beat there, but couldn't get it off in time. And Vertex, nice shot on net, but 2 defenders back from Cleveland to be able to stop that nice little shot.
Yeah, and they're like Matt's trying to go for these light plays, but I think Fuel's ready to Matt. Matt needs to kind of refresh and reopen up the repertoire because they know what you're going to do now. They've adapted. They're like the board.
Yes, no, they have. They've started adapting, and they're overcoming their enemy and seeing right through their plays. So now Cleveland needs to think of something new and quick because this time is running out. A great shot there by Matt, but a nice, easy save for our defensive mastermind, Chaz. But this is looking a bit uncomfortable spot, but Reeker always there. Vertex, nice. Just missed the ball there, but could have been a nice little redirection shot.
Don't you notice? Chez isn't advancing with them. He is staying back the entire time.
Yep.
They have made Chez the designated defender. And a miss, and a post to a redirection from no boost Reeker.
I really like a good observation by you there, Dragon, because it's smart, you know. They're up by a ton, or they're not up by a ton, they're up by 1, and there's not a ton of time left. So why not just have a goalie, right? Just have someone sitting there.
Bleed the time. Just bleed the time. Bleed out the clock.
Yes, and
that's all you gotta do.
I think we're gonna see Reeker soon probably go for just an air dribble and try to keep that ball alive in the air. It's something he does quite often near the end of games. It just clearing it, not even looking for a good shot, not looking for a follow-up really, just clearing that ball and trying to get it out. 15 seconds left here now in the game. Fuel still up 1. Chez coming out of his end.
My heart is racing, bro.
They're going to keep it on the offensive here, just try to earn that time as you were saying. Man, just couldn't get there in time. 1 minute or 1 second left, and it all hits the ground.
And we are on to game 7.
This is intense. Let's see if Fuel can come back and win this. Down 3-1, trying to come back here. And, you know, I don't know if you know much about basketball history, but Cleveland is the only team in NBA history to come back from being down 3-1 with LeBron. So now it's kind of flipping the script if Fuel can come back and win.
I don't know much about basketball, so it's always nice to learn about that. Look at these shot counts. You got 5 for Fuel.
Yep.
And 5 for Cleveland.
Yep, and it's just a matter of those saves. And
3
we see
saves for Lobo, 1 for Orb, and all 3 by Chez.
Yeah, Chez, again, like we talked about, just a defensive specialist, really just always being there, that last line of defense, and making sure nothing gets past him.
So this game 7 is just a do or die. It's everything coming out full circle.
Yes, it is. This is going to be a huge game, and Fuel's adapted a lot to the play style of Cleveland, playing a lot more defensive and just only going for very selective shots when they know they're able to attack. And their defense has been super solid. Nothing's really gotten through yet.
And I hope they kind of continue to do that. They get a point on the board, pull Chez back, and just keep him on that back line.
Yes,
just have them be your designated goalie.
Yes, no, I definitely agree with that for sure. And we're going to see if Cleveland is going to take this home or if Fuel is going to complete the comeback. 3-1 comeback. And I would love to see if Fuel can pull this away. Early demo coming out here from Orb. And Matt trying to get a nice touch on it as Lobo pushes it into Fuel's hand.
Because Reeker with a pinch. It works.
Nice little play, little passing play. Always risky to go in front of your net. You know, when I started playing soccer when I was young, I got told never put the ball in front of your own net, but they do not care. You know, when some of these common rules get broken when you get such high-level gameplay. And Vertex getting up there, but just can't stop it in time. And missed. Wow, man, misses it. That is a shot you do not see pros
They're
like this
all
miss.
just hitting the post of the crossbar, and you got missing. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, man, with the miss there, and just super unfortunate for Cleveland, but Fuel kind of getting a second life here because last game Fuel got 1 goal early and then held on to it the whole time, and you know Cleveland was probably looking to do that same thing, But wow, great job by Reeker knowing how to play that defense, just waiting for them to make that move. And when they have no moves left, strike and go in for that 50 and hopefully win. Wow, this has just been super one-sided for Cleveland right now. Let's see if Fuel can get anything going. Ches going up that mid, no boost, but grabs. Oh, and opts to not grab that back boost and tries to get back on defense first. Knowing the defense is a bit more important, he can grab those small boosts. Look, already up to 60 boosts just while getting those small boosts. Great job by him.
And the double demo coming in from Vertex to stop any chance of a rebound. Solid play, striking to Ches, using all of their boosts to bring into the end zone, off the wall, goes in the corner, but does get redirected, goes to Mad with a nice little scoop, but is it going to be enough? Reeker's going to meet him, does the light strike, taps to Orb, but gets struck out by Ches and launched across the arena.
And a really good job by Reeker there. No boost, but still just trying to stay in front of that ball and just make it super difficult for Cleveland. Even with no boost, showing you still a threat and you can still make things happen. Nice grab of boost there by Reeker. And let's see if any team can pull ahead here. This has been a super close Game 7. This is exactly what I expected. Watching these two dominant powerhouse teams go against each other right now.
With 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Oh no!
Just an unfortunate miss by Fuel here. More of just going up and just kind of throwing something at the wall and seeing if it sticks. And Reeker just thrown off there, has full boost, but is probably trying to save it for an air dribble. And maybe was thinking too far ahead, thinking, okay, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to go, you know, for going the air, then I'm going to try to pass it to Vertex on the wall, but just completely forgets to save it first.
Oh.
And oh my god.
Wait.
And
Oh,
just
no.
misses. Wow, a demo by Ches should open up the net, but they cannot capitalize. Vertex with no boost now, or sorry, Reeker with no boost as Vertex takes a shot. Reeker grabs full tank of boost, but now the ball is in Fuel's end, and they're going to play a bit of defense here.
They're going to have to, unless they get a good play. You see here, it's only Orb on defense, but he's right. They fired it right at him. They just delivered it express.
Oh, and a nice demo here, but nobody able to capitalize. See, that's the problem. If one teammate is going to go for a demo, the other is going to pass it. You need to make sure that your teammate is ready to strike when that net is open, and unfortunately Fuel was not ready for it. Still a great demo though, and I'm seeing, I think, oh my goodness, wow. Good passing play there. I was going to say Fuel's doing a good job of getting these demos and getting open shots. Just wasn't able to capitalize, but wow. It's a really good pass there.
That was a good passing play. Yeah, totally. That was amazing. We like it.
We do, but we don't love it.
No.
Because I love Fuel, and I am wanting to see them. I'm wanting to see them win this Game 7, down 2-0, a minute and 22 seconds left, and they get something to go. If I'm Fuel, you got to go all on offense right now. Not worry too much about, you know, hypothetically letting up another goal, because the difference between 2 and 3 goals isn't too big of a deal as long as you can score your own. And wow, Cleveland messing up again for the second time with an open net. And there they go, slotting it home. This is what I was talking about. Playing super aggressive Fuel. They know that they just need one person to play back. And they, oh, Ches just actually bumped into Reeker there. Kind of just misplayed the ball. That's super unfortunate.
Did I just read? So you know how like there's little like description cards on like everyone's like player like nameplate, right?
Yes, yeah.
Did Lobo have 6-7?
I don't know. I did not see it. I honestly hope he does, if I'm being honest, because that's super funny.
If he scores again, we might see it. I think it's either Lobo or Orb.
And I think that is the dagger, the nail in the coffin there. Reeker paused the game. Not too sure of why, and yep, they've just forfeited the game, which is totally fair to do. They were going.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Orb does have 6-7.
But they were going fully offensive there and letting 2 goals in, 4-0. About 40 seconds left. They know it's virtually impossible to score on any team, let alone the great defensive-minded Cleveland. And no 3-1 comebacks happened today, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, no.
Now we are going to be going and watching St. Clair versus Fuel after this short little break.
After this short little break, and we'll find out if it's a best of 5, best of 7.
We're not sure yet, but we will see once
6-7.
we see you.
All right.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 9th week of the Fuel Esports Weekly Update. Playoff season is right around the corner, so let's talk about what's coming up as we roll into November. As for what's happened this week, we held our Monday night chess night last night in the FSU Clubs room. Despite the smaller venue, you guys still brought the energy, and we hope you enjoyed. As for Fuel Esports competition, teams are finally starting to wrap up the regular season, including Fuel Esports Call of Duty, who qualified for the NECC Varsity Premier Playoffs. They'll be playing starting next week for their spot in the Varsity Super Conference next season. We wish them the best of luck. To see all of our daily score reports, make sure you follow us at Fanshawe Fuel on all socials. And if you don't ever want to miss a broadcast, find us at twitch.tv/FanshawFuel or on Rogers TV on channel 13. As for what's coming up this week, we'll be back with another Monday night game night for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Melee on November 3rd. You can join us in Four-Wall Hall at 6 p.m. for friendlies before the official bracket begins at 7. We're also counting the days until our Battle of the Forest City Charity Land with Western Esports and Gaming Association. You can donate to the cause at fsu.ca/extralife and make sure you attend the live show in Four-Wall Hall on November 8th. That's all for this week. Follow us at Fanshawe Fuel so you don't miss any weekly updates, and we'll be back with another one next Tuesday.